So I got to watch a early screening of the last Showgirl, and I'm so glad that I got this opportunity. This movie hits major theaters January 10th, 2025. So that's like literally right around the corner. I went in there and I watched the movie with an open heart and open mind. The only thing I knew was Pamela Anderson was in it, and then I was able to watch the trailer, and then I was able to see that it was Pamela Anderson, and the song was in here, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kiernan Shipka. I actually always knew her face, never knew her name. Now I know. And Dave Baptista. He looks so handsome. We also got to hear at the end of the movie, it's just a little spoiler, but not too much, Miley Cyrus' new original song, Beautiful That Way. It's really beautiful and touching and moving, of course, but I'm a little biased because I like Miley Cyrus, okay? But let's get down to the nitty gritty. So the summary of The Last Showgirl is about Shelly, and she was a showgirl at this venue for about 30 years, and abruptly she gets the news that her venue is going to close. However, I feel like this film is so much more than that, okay? Now, let's rewind a little bit. One thing I will say is that I feel like this film is extremely slow and intricate, and it gives a lot of details and backgrounds and emotions of the main character, who is Shelly, who is played by Pamela Anderson, right? However, I do wish that every background character or character surrounding her would have had, like, I could dig more into their home lives or their characteristics, right? But I understand that, like, Shelley and Pamela Anderson was the main character. However, I do think that this is a great movie, but this would have been a great series as well. Also, this is one of many beautiful outfits, and I really feel like the makeup artist, especially, really ate, and the wardrobe designer really deserves an award. Very beautiful. The jewels, the shine, it really gave burlesque. I did see a lot of other people give reviews because they also got early screenings, and a lot of people were saying Pamela Anderson was the star of this show, which she definitely is, but Jamie Lee Curtis definitely stole some of the shine in certain scenes. She was extremely relatable and funny. Also, I want to take a moment to give Dave Baptista his flowers. A lot of times when people come from wrestling into acting, they expect like one role, right? Only the tough guy. And I feel like Dave Baptista is showing us that he's growing and being an actor, and he steps outside the box every single time. And I applaud him for that. And I applaud him for his range, okay? But I can also say that about the whole cast. This whole cast was phenomenal. Now, I wrote in my notes that this storyline can coincide with the same plot from Substance, how women in society are thrown away after a certain age. The Last Showgirl is more raw emotions versus the grotesque space of the Substance, but you can see Pamela Anderson as Shelley as she's going through different emotions, and she's spiraling throughout the movie because her art, which is burlesque dancing, is all she knows, and all she's poured into is getting ripped away from her. She had to step outside herself, like, who am I? Girl, we don't know. There's also something I would also like to mention. You can also see Shelley get into confrontations because of the love of her art with people around her, like family and friends as well. I didn't see that in a lot of people's reviews. Like, she's definitely confrontational, and she is the problem in a lot of these situations. I feel like anyone could relate to this, right? However, I feel like if you've been a bartender, you've been an exotic dancer, you've been a waitress, you've been a go-go dancer, or anything of that nature, I feel like it's, or even a bouncer. I feel like, and you were in this nightlife, you can definitely relate to where Shelley is coming from, especially women. When you are a certain age, they kind of throw you to the side. I could kind of go into detail, but this is just a movie review. But I feel like that was something that hit home for me, being someone that used to bartend. My only quarrel, okay, and I feel this in my heart, because of how slow the movie is, I really wish people could experience this how Five Nights at Freddy was, right? So there's an availability where we can stream and also go to the cinema as well. Because I do believe that this has an amazing cinematography, right? But with deep movies like this, I would definitely say you could enjoy this experience at home, like sitting down, relating to the character, really sitting with your thoughts. But I feel like you guys will enjoy it regardless. Again, The Last Showgirl will be available in cinemas January 10th, 2025, and I hope you guys do enjoy it as I did. Okay, bye!